out.
What is up, fellow geeks? Super Geek Girl here, coming to you live, as always, from Studio SGG in the heart of Studiopolis Zone. Hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday, and welcome! Welcome to the first Gay Lawyer Sunday of 2025! Who's ready? I am! Oh, man, I have been itching to get into this game. Let's go! But first, hello, everybody! Hello, Legit! Hello, Rain! And hello, Gabe! Welcome, welcome, everybody! And 100 Girlfriend Sunday as well! Yes, yes! Obviously, I'm not going to say anything until the dub episodes come out concerning Season 2. But for those of you who have watched the first new episode of the subs, hope you guys are enjoying it. Looking forward to sharing more about it later down the road. I've waited 3 months for Dragon Ball Z Diamonds. Yes! Oh my god. So I actually haven't... How is Dragon Ball Daima? I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. I'm a little hesitant about it because I have bad memories from Dragon Ball's GT, Chibi Goku, and all that. But it seems like everybody's Chibi in Daima, so... Let me know how it is. I would love to check it out. Only saw the first 5 episodes. I watched the first 12. It's subbed. It's pretty good. Now I'm starting to get the dub. Nice, nice. I'm, Y'all know by now that I'm a DBZ fan, so I will definitely try to check that out if I get the chance. Daima's retcon contradicts Super's, but ironically, some of these retcons make more sense. Oh boy, now I'm not completely caught up with Super, so let's not be talking about retcons and everything when I'm not even caught up with Super yet. But yes, since it is Toriyama-san's final work, any fan worth their weight in salt is obliged to check it out, I think. Hello, Zelda NPC! Welcome, welcome! Thank you so much for tuning in! I'm watching to see some old acquaintance performance, like Kristen Eros and Dusty Feeney. Oh, yes! I forgot that Dusty was in that one! Oh, well, now I definitely gotta go check it out, because Dusty is a lovely individual. How was the watch party yesterday? It was awesome! First and foremost, thank you everybody who came out to the watch party yesterday. I had a fantastic time. Hope you all enjoyed it. Got to share some behind-the-scenes stuff going on with 100 Girlfriends. Got some really good conversations with all of you, and I'm really, really glad that you guys enjoyed it. I had a fantastic time. If you couldn't make this watch party, don't worry. I'm going to have a lot more throughout the year. I can tell you that I'm already planning on having a watch party for the second half of the Ace Attorney anime when I decide to start up Apollo Justice. Because truth be told, I'm probably going to take a break from Ace Attorney after I finish Investigations. We're going to play something else after this. What that is, I will announce later on. But I do plan on doing a watch party for the start of Apollo Justice. I'm also looking at maybe doing some watch parties for some non-anime, non-video game related stuff. There are some goofy murder mystery movies I want to share with y'all. Clue, for example, maybe some of the old Pink Panther movies. Just some goofy stuff for us to hang out and goof around with. No, to my knowledge, there is no Apollo Justice anime. If there were, then, my God, please let me be Trucy. Let me be Trucy Wright, please, please, please. She is a sweet little cinnamon roll, and I would do anything to be her. I already know who Trucy is, and I love her immediately. So that has not been... That was spoiled for me, basically, because of all the right word fan art that I've seen, and I saw and know about Trucy already. We'll get into that a little bit later. You always do them on Saturdays when I work. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, tell you what, if there's a better day, if you guys have any preferences on better times to have the watch parties, let me know. I usually pick Saturdays because Saturdays are the days that I have the most availability to hang out for a couple of hours. But if there's a time that would be better for y'all, please let me know and I can adjust. I don't stay up very late, so it wouldn't be like a late night sort of viewing or anything. But if there's a day that works better for y'all, like if Friday nights or Sunday nights work better, let me know, because I would love to have as many of you guys come to these community events as possible. One of my, quote, resolutions, I don't like making resolutions for the new year because I never end up keeping them, but one of my resolutions for the new year is to try and have more community events. Not just watch parties, but also have community game nights and some other fun stuff for you guys, because I've got a really good community here, and I want to work on building up the relationships with everybody and making this a fun place where everybody can come out and feel comfortable and just enjoy themselves. So I'm really going to try and focus this year on building up the community and getting to know you guys even more. So look forward to that. We're going to have a lot more of these in the future. I'm glad you do so much to connect with us. Thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot to me that you guys are here. It really does. I know I said this recently, like on the last stream of the year, but it really does do my heart good to see everybody coming on a regular basis to watch me and my nonsense. I really, really do appreciate each and every one of you who comes out and watches me stream. It really does mean the world to me. So thank you guys. Y'all are awesome, and I want to do more for you guys. So I'm really going to try and work on that this year. Yeah, we're going to increase our social links. Hopefully get back to Persona 5 this year, too. Oh, Zach, you're going to start streaming, too? Bruh! Okay, dude. Let me know when your debut is. I will hype you out. I will hype you up, dude. I would love to check it out, man. Best of luck to you. I will absolutely check you out on your debut, dude. That is awesome. Best of luck to you. That is super exciting news. Hello, Tyron. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Iku versus Karane rivalry. Yes, I'm excited to see I'm excited to see Iku's debut and all the other girls too. Mimi and May and everybody. It's gonna be super fun. So hopefully we'll be able to meet all those gals soon. But we'll save all that talk for when the dub comes out. Which, of course, you guys will be the first to know, when I know. The streams are gonna be a way for me to practice voice acting. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's the reason I started, was to, practice my VA skills as well, and also share some of the games that I love. But, Speaking of which, it's time to get back into it. My voice is pretty much fully recovered. I may still be coughing here and there. Not gonna be near as bad as Monday night, but let's do it. It's time. It's gay lawyer time, baby. Let's get into it. And don't worry, I'm not going to strain myself too much. I promise. I promise. I'm just as excited. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. Yes, I did do the watch party for season 1 yesterday to celebrate it coming out in Japan. But the dub is not yet released here in the States, in America, so hopefully I'll be able to talk more about that very soon. All right, come on, controller, work with me here. Work with me here. There we go. Hello, NSM! Welcome, welcome! Glad to see you! Welcome! Welcome back, everybody, to Gay Lawyer Sunday. Last time, we finished Ace Attorney Investigations, and now we begin the sequel. Never before released in the West, except with a very, very good fan translation. I do not know anything about the translation, however. All right, NSM, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your day and enjoy the rest of the stream. Excuse me. When Carne and Hawkery kiss it, remind you of Miles' fish. Maybe. Anyway. Yes, ProZD. I do know ProZD was involved in the fan translation of the game. And that's pretty much all that I know. I know some of the characters, but as far as story beats and everything like that, I'm going into this completely blind. And I will be using the official names, not the fan translation names, for the characters. Except in a few cases when I dislike the official names. But I'm extremely excited about this. I've been told by multiple people that this one is much better than the first Investigations, which, don't get me wrong, I love the first Investigations game, but if this one's even better, oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Let's do it, guys. We're gonna start off with Turnabout Trigger. Here we go! Episode 1. We are back, baby! Here he comes! The presidential plane descends from the western skies! It's making its final approach and lands right on Gourd Lake! The president... wow, what? Just listen to that crowd! Welcome, Zhang Fa! Welcome, Mr. President! Oh, we're back. Zhang Fa's back in this, huh? And now, sir, your audience awaits. Kinda is the Spruce Goose. Oh, hello, Snuppy! Welcome, welcome! Honored friends and allies, I am here... Okay, I can't read this this fast. Oh, shit! You have our most heartfelt gratitude. However, friends, do not forget, the battle against evil rages on. Here today, I make you this solemn promise. Is that Will Powers? Oh, God! Call the prosecutor's office! Get Miles Edgeworth here right away! If anyone can solve this, he can! Are you kidding me? Yeah, there's our boy! There he is! There he is! I love how the first reaction is not to call the police, not to call the National Guard or the military or anything. No, we need to call this freaking lawyer. Call up the lawyer. That is amazing. I love that that is the immediate reaction everybody has. How's the volume, by the way? I'm gonna turn it up just a teensy bit here. Because the music here is quite good, and I don't want to convince anybody on the music. Okay, I think that sounds good. All right. All right. here we go. March 25th, 2:46 p.m. Gourd Lake Spectator Area. There's our boy! Sir! Don't you know lawyers are also detectives? Well, I mean, in Ace Attorney Japanifornia land they are, but not in freaking real life. When there's a murder, the first thing, you don't call a lawyer first thing. There's a couple of steps you gotta do first before you get the lawyers involved. But hello, Gundam! Welcome, welcome! Thank you so much for tuning in.
The news must be halfway around the world already. After all, it's not every day an attempt is made on the life of a nation's president. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor. I came as soon as I got the call. The moment the phone rang, I knew it was serious.
What about Perry Mason? Isn't he a detective and a lawyer? No comment. I actually haven't watched Perry Mason. I know the name, but I haven't actually watched Perry Mason. Talk about a burn on the police. They speed dial Miles Edgeworth before the gun stops smoking. Oh my god. Perry Mason is just a lawyer played by Andy Griffith. Is it? I thought Andy Griffith... Wait, no, I thought Andy Griffith was Matlock. Wasn't he Matlock? Who's Perry Mason? Who are these people? Oh, and here... Alright, here comes our boy. Let's see if I can actually pull off this voice.
Mr. Edgeworth! Oh, thank goodness you're here, sir! This is Dick Gumshoe, a detective of the local precinct. He's the one usually assigned to my cases.
Raymond Burr was Perry Mason. Thank you. Thank you.
How was the president, detective? Oh, we still don't know, Mr. Edgeworth. The medics just boarded the plane a few minutes ago. I see. I hope he's right. Then I suppose you had better show me the scene of the crime instead. Right away, sir!
Hey, what? Who now? What? Who? Who's bouncing through the crowd? Who was that?
Who's that?
Oh, who is this small... Wait, what? Okay, so I'm assuming it's this person here. This person here. All right, gang. What are we thinking? What kind of voice should we have for this guy? Guy? Girl? I'm not 100% sure. I think this is another reporter. No, I am not gonna make this one Scottish too. No, this is not Lotta. This is not Lotta Hart. Well, you know what? How about this? Since Lotta was supposed to have a southern accent here, I'll give the southern accent to this person here instead. Make this person French. No. There's another character coming up that's gonna be French. You'll see who. You're the prosecutor in charge of this here case, ain't you? Want to give me your first impressions? Anything strike y'all as odd?
No comment. Detective Gumshoe, with me.
Aw, come on now, Mr. Prosecutor. Don't be like that.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, wait for me!
At least give us a name. I'm sure the name will come later. I mean, they have their own special sprite. They've got to have a name. Mysterious bear trap person. They had a bear trap on their backpack. Did you see that?
Am I the only one who saw that? Now, detective, I'll need the facts of this case in as much detail as you can give me.
Oh my god, this dude is fucking ripped! Excuse my French, but wow! Look at those muscles! No, y'all were forgetting about the ears! Look at the muscles on this dude! Let's go! Thank you, Tyrant! And dude is jacked, man. Is this just how they make him in Shang-Fa? Damn. Dude looks like the Team Flare leader. Oh my god, he super does! SGG getting awkward again about boys with muscles. Usually, this one doesn't quite do it for me. But you're not 100% wrong about that. Yeah, Lysander. He looks like Lysander from Team Flare. Team Flare has got to be the weakest freaking Pokemon, bad Pokemon team. After Team Skull. Team Skull was just completely inept. But after that, Team Flare's got to be like the weakest of the Team Rocket spin-off teams in Pokemon. I don't know who the bad team is in Scarlet and Violet, so I can't really speak to that, but from what I've seen, it was just kind of bleh. Like, what was even his motivation? I don't even remember what Team Flare's motivation was. In the world. Yeah. That's what it was. It was just generic, I'm gonna destroy the world. They're like... At least the other teams had, like, freaking motivation behind them. Because, like, Team Magma and Team Aqua, they wanted to make the world better for fire Pokemon / water Pokemon. Team Plasma, I think, was the one from Black and White. They wanted to free Pokemon from their trainers. I can't really remember Galactic's what Galactic's deal was. And then Team Rocket was just the bad guys. Team Plasma was Team PETA. Yeah, that's what it was. I don't know. Pokemon... Nothing is gonna match the threat level of Team Rocket. Sorry, all other Pokemon teams. Y'all are not Team Rocket. Does anybody remember in Pokemon Go when they all teamed up and became Team Rainbow Rocket or whatever it was called? That was kind of hype. But it was only in Pokemon Go, I think. Anyway, I'm getting off topic talking about... This guy looks like a Pokemon too, actually. We're getting off topic here. Let's focus back on this. Well, the scene was right here at Gourd Lake, as you already know. A bunch of people were gathered to welcome the president of Shang-Fa.
Dijun Wang. Yes, I read about his visit. It's been all over the news for days now.
Is that a pun that I missed? Newspaper clipping jotted down on my organizer. Okay. A special report about President Dijun. Is it Dijun or Dijun? Dijun Wang. Dijun Wang. Okay, whatever.
It was raining up until just before he landed. Luckily, it let up and he went on stage as planned. And then, smack dab in the middle of his speech, bang! A gun goes off, and everybody runs for cover, terrified for their lives! Apparently. Apparently. Truth is, I only just showed up myself. I don't know a whole lot more than you do, sir. So you were summoned on short notice as well? Sure was. Right in the middle of my day off. I was at the office taking advantage of the peace and quiet to prepare for my next case. And then the boss himself calls you to the scene. Never a dull moment, huh, Mr. Edgewood? Who's the boss?
The guy's name in the fan translation was Dijun Huang, so it is actually pretty close. Okay, so that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Chief Prosecutor was right here in the park, saw the whole thing. First chance he got, he yelled at the top of his lungs, "Get me Edgeworth right away! He's the only man for the job!" Something like that. I see. Oh, they cordoned off the perimeter of the park as soon as it happened, you'll be happy to know. So our would-be assassin is still here somewhere. Good.
So who's the chief prosecutor, then? I feel like Capcom might have liked some of the names for the fans' translations, but couldn't legally use them. If I recall, the fan translation had some pretty good names. I already spoke at length about my thoughts on Sebastian / Eustace's name change, so we'll rehash that later when he finally shows up. Sorry, that was probably gross sounding. I am still getting over this cold, guys, so you'll have to bear with me.
Now all you gotta do is find him in the middle of that crowd before they strike again! You're right. We don't know what else our culprit might be planning. These people are in danger. We don't have a moment to lose. Let's begin with the basics. And search every inch of this crime scene for clues, no matter how insignificant they may be. Precisely. Alright, the president was shot at, which means a gun was involved. That's our first clue.
Alright.
Duly noted. Detective Gumshoe, how exactly was the security detail surrounding the president's speech organized? Well, sir, our officer was mainly in charge of securing the perimeter of the park. The president's people took charge of the rest. He's got his own team of bodyguards. You see them guys over there? Maybe we should ask him a few questions.
Thing 1 and Thing 2 over there. Alright. Gentlemen. I love that they couldn't even be buggered to change the model for the guys. I love they couldn't be buggered to change that. That's very good.
Can I help you? You're one of the president's bodyguards, correct? Could you tell me how his security detail was arranged during the speech? Two of our senior operatives were attached to the president. The rest secured the stage. This isn't our first rodeo. Anything suspicious in that crowd and we would have spotted it right away. I see. So the president's security was tightly orchestrated for the duration of his speech.
Okay, president's security detail was on watch for anything suspicious. Got it!
Let's investigate further. We should speak with other witnesses and continue to look over the crime scene. We can't afford to leave any stone unturned.
Oh, there's the little guy again. Is this gonna be our new K? I kinda hope not. I hope K comes back here. Ah, so that's how y'all go about it, huh? Sure is something seeing the pros at work. You care to share a little about what happens to that information once you got a hold of it?
Bystanders. This one seems persistent. I can't afford to get distracted.
Hey! Ruffles! I asked you a question, dang it! What happens next?
Well, we put all the information together and try to find connections, right, sir? Detective!
Aw, don't be so hard on the poor guy. So connections, you say? And what next?
Well, I guess you'd say we connect the dots. Connect one piece of information to the other. It's Mr. Edgeworth's forte. He's a logic master.
Ah, we're doing this again. Alright. Quick press of LB. We'll be off down the path of logic. Alright, well, the only two that we have are this and this, so...
Despite the president's tight security, the perpetrators still managed to carry out their attack. Completely undetected by a contingent of highly trained bodyguards, no less. No mean feat. This would have taken some serious planning. In other words, the assassination attempt was almost certainly premeditated.
Alright, well, we could have told you that.
Hey, that's the stuff, Mr. Edgeworth! The old logic never fails, huh? Indeed. All we need to do is find the right clues, then make the right connections between them. Make the wrong connections, however, and we'll only wind up further from the truth. Which means I must make well-reasoned connections if I intend to draw logical conclusions.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how 2 clues just turn into 1, but whatever, it's fine. Begin investigation!
Alright, let's get this investigation started! Time to examine anything that looks suspicious! To examine things, I simply need to walk up to them and press A. And if I wish to speak with the detective, I should use Y.
Alright, and we're back into it. Yeah, I would think that most assassination attempts are premeditated. No, what? What happened?
No!
Is that the Steel Samurai again? Oh, the plane fly in and pop the Steel Samurai balloon? Oh no! Imagine if Edgeworth is just saying she's just kind of giving him the side eye. Yeah, it is, you know, it's weird for us because we're coming in right after, we're done with the first investigations game, so all of this is like rudimentary to us. But yeah, it is kind of funny.
I was as surprised as you, sir, but there's no mistaking it. It's the Steel Samurai.
Ah, yes, and we're back to his hyperfixation once again. And any chance they get, man. I love it. I feel like the death of a president should be the last case, not the first. But we don't know if he's dead. We don't know if he's dead yet. No matter he keeps losing to Phoenix, Cedric keeps losing logic. Phoenix is a master of bullshit, and everyone knows bullshit outclasses logic. Yeah, exactly. The bluffs are stronger than logic. That's how it works in the great state of Japanifornia.
The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. It's a popular television show. Old, young, it doesn't matter. It truly has something for everyone. It beats me what I had a Steel Samurai balloon at a welcome party for a former president.
Well, I mean, last time, like, the freaking ambassadors were, like, crazy about Steel Samurai, so why not the president?
It is a little odd. Although now that I think about it, what better hero to represent our nation?
Beautiful. He's such a freaking nerd. I love him so much, y'all. Oh my god. I love that pretty much any freaking investigation that he goes on is completely derailed by any mention of the Steel Samurai. It's like a dog with a squirrel. You know what it is? It's Up. It's the movie Up. That dog that can talk. It's like you mentioned squirrel and he's just like, huh? What? That's exactly how Edgeworth is with Steel Samurai. It's so good. Let's see. The importance of victim scale of the crime doesn't always reflect the narrative weight. Usually it's the emotional connection. A weaker final boss may be more engaging than the stronger final boss. Yeah. I agree. Though I gotta say, this is a hell of a way to start off the game. Great, now I'm imagining Doug with a... Doug! That was the dog's name, thank you! Doug with a frilly cravat. Oh, that'd be cute! More. Put a cravat on the dog, yes. I tell you, if my dog liked wearing clothes, I would definitely put a cravat on her. It would fit her. It would fit her. She's a husky. She would look very regal in it. I'm getting ideas now. Sorry, Jenna. You might be wearing a cravat soon. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Alright. Well, first and foremost... Breaks your heart, don't it? It does. What villainy could have befallen him? The witnesses say he popped right about when the gun went off, which would strongly suggest that a bullet struck the balloon. Okay, so the bullet... Oh, it went through the flag. I can see the bullet hole in the flag, and then went through the, to pop the balloon. Okay, let's keep that in mind. That might be important later. It looks like we got a case of cold-blooded samurai murder on our hands. This is sacrilege. I won't rest until the culprit has been apprehended. Detective, we cannot let this vile assassin escape. We won't, sir. You can count on it. Never mind that a foreign president was almost assassinated. No, we gotta find the asshole who popped the samurai balloon. That takes precedence here. That takes precedence over this entire investigation, is figuring out who popped the steel samurai. I love it. It's the flag of Zhenfa. The key motif is a blazing red phoenix. Take a shot! He said the name! Wait, what's this? Something the matter, sir? You don't see it, Detective. There's something unusual about this flag. Compare it with the one on the other side of the stage, if you will. Oh, that's a beauty right there. Just look at it flapping in the wind. It's immaculate. Exactly, which is how a flag should look. And yet here we see quite a different picture. One thing in particular stands out, don't you think? Right, of course. Is it? I give up. Come on, spill the beans. You can lead a horse to water. I'll just have to move the cursor to the problematic spot and highlight the difference with Y. It's the fact that it was shot, right? Look closely. Do you see the hole? Whoa, look at that! You're right, sir! And note the burn marks around the edges. That's a bullet hole. There's no mistaking it. A bullet hole? So you're saying a bullet went through this flag? Yes, exactly. I want to know how the shooter escaped when security should be all over the place. Maybe the shooter is part of the security staff. Oh, yeah! Possibly. That's a pretty solid theory. I think I've gathered enough information for the time being. Time to put the pieces together and see what we can figure out. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Alright. So that's a pretty strong cue to use logic. Popped balloon, flag with bullet hole. Boom. There's a bullet hole in this flag, and it seems highly likely that the balloon was popped by a bullet too. Which means 2 shots were fired, right, sir? Possibly even 3. The president was shot at as well, remember? Equally, the hole in the flag and the hole in the balloon could have been made by the same bullet. What we need to know is how many gunshots there were. Oh wow, that was a quick investigation. Alright, on with the And they're still here. Hey, Ruffles! Ruffles! Y'all figure something out, huh? You care to share? Who exactly is she? Oh, it's a girl. It is a girl. Okay. Who
exactly is she? And why does she keep shouting at us? Rubberneckers, I guess. He seems pretty interested in the case.
Come on, give me something here.
We do need to speak with some witnesses to find out how many gunshots there were. Fine. Let's see if she can tell us anything. Oh! Oh!
She kinda cute. She kinda cute.
I don't know what's going on with her clothing, but she cute. Okay, ma'am. Okay. I approve of the design. I approve of the design.
There y'all are. Tabby Lloyd at your service. Tabby Lloyd. Tabby Lloyd. I like it. Tabloid. Beautiful. Well done. I'm looking into the case for, well, just for me right now, but,
Looking into the case? Miss Lloyd, was it?
well, what can you tell me? Any exclusive details y'all want to share? Hit her with the ellipses! How about the perp? Have they made any demands? What about them ruffles? Where's a fella buy a cravat like that?
Will you be quiet for a moment? I'll be asking the questions here.
Dang. Here, I thought I could get me something juicy for my peeps. Her name in the fan translation is Nicole Swift. But I think Tabby Lloyd fits better. Yeah!
Nicole Swift? I don't...
Yeah, no, I like Tabby Lloyd a lot better. Tabby Lloyd is much better. She looks like she belongs spray painting tags on the street of Shibuya. Yeah! Actually, I was kind of... You know what she kind of reminds... The top kind of reminds me of like a bicyclist top. You know how like bicyclists have like logos and crap plastered all over their jerseys? That's kind of what this reminds me of. So yeah, this is basically the voice I should have been giving Lotta all along. Finally, I can give her proper voice.
I need to know about the shooting. Can you tell me how many gunshots you heard?
Why, I most certainly cannot.
I beg your pardon?
Well, I can't just be handing out leads for free. That's just my livelihood.
Aw, come on, don't hold out on us. We all gotta share sometimes.
Me? Hold out on you? Well, if y'all are gonna be like that, I'll be moving right along. Goodbye.
Hey, wait!
Wait for what exactly, huh? If you got nothing for me, I'm gone.
We're fresh out of moves here, sir. Out of moves, I wouldn't be so sure. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? As you know, Detective, I like to play a little chess. And what does one do in chess when an opponent adopts a defensive position? Why, the board offers any number of options, but some are more effective than others. Sorry, sir, but this is all going way over my head. No matter how impenetrable an opponent's defense may seem, it can always be overcome. Watch and learn, Detective, as I shatter my opponent's resolve with the power of words. Huh?
Okay, so I think this is the new gimmick for this game. Okay, so but that whole thing he was saying about any defense can be overcome, it makes perfect sense. Him being a prosecutor, overcoming any defense. 1 second. Ugh. Sorry about that. Anyway, I was saying chess is a perfect metaphor for Miles as a prosecutor. That's all I was trying to say before my cough to say that I was done talking for now.
When attempting to draw out an entrenched opponent, one must employ certain tactics. Let us picture the board and see if we can anticipate our adversary's next move.
Huh? Oh! What is going on now? Thank you for the... What happened to the rings? The rings didn't fire off. Oh man, is it busted again? Sorry, Gundam, I don't know why the rings didn't fire off. I may have to refund those points for you. Sorry, dude. But thank you for the redeem.
Now we must analyze the state of play.
Y'all ain't getting nothing out of me. Not until you give me something in return. Floating what? Oh my god! We've entered the chess dimension, you guys.
My opponent has dug herself in deep. Her defenses won't be easily broken. But I can't afford to try her patience by taking too long to plot my next move. In other words...
Oh, whoa.
That said, I can't afford to waste words either. In fact, it can pay dividends not to.
Okay, so I missed part of it.
If my opponent gets too agitated...
If you're fixing to ask me something, will you dang well ask it already?
I may be able to gain a tactical advantage by calmly biding my time. Then, when I see a crack in my opponent's armor, I pounce. I should begin by finding out what it is that she does. All right. Time to make my opening gambit.
Mind chess commence! Alright. Oh, this is on a time limit. What is it you do?
Why don't you begin by telling me about what it is that you do?
Sure. Or I could totally not do that. Think I don't know when to keep my mouth shut? That's my job.
Is it now? So you do something you won't or can't tell anybody about?
No. Shut up! I ain't no lawbreaker if that's what you're insinuating. You're clearly hiding something. Let's try biding our time. Hit him with the ellipses. Everyone hates an awkward silence. I'm a law-abiding, everyday citizen. And you ain't got no reason to say otherwise.
Forgive me. I meant nothing by it. If it's something you can't tell me about, I imagine it must be very important work indeed.
Huh? Well, sure, I guess. Leastways, it will be once I bag me my first scoop. What was that about a scoop?
I see. It's a scoop you're after. So you're a journalist, is that correct?
Dang it! Sure. I'm your friendly neighborhood reporter. The hungriest cub on the beat.
Well, that's the mystery of what she does for a living solved. Perhaps our hungry young cub has gathered information vital to the case. Let's make that our next line of inquiry.
Yeah, a little bit of reverse psychology. It's a stand battle, but it's chess pieces. Oh my god. Has there been a chess stand? Has there been a chess stand? I feel like there must be by this point. She's Spider-Man. she's Peter Parker. Yeah. I'm not familiar with parts 7 to 9. Alright, I'm not either. I was just wondering if someone was.
With the opening moves concluded, the mid-game approaches. What else does she have to tell us?
Were you at the scene of the crime? Let's try this one.
At the time of the incident, were you present at the scene of the crime?
Oh, come on now, Ruffles. You ain't gonna give little old Tabby something first?
Absolutely not.
Well, then I ain't giving you nothing neither. You think I'm a sucker? Think again. Hand it over or you're under arrest? No, let's bide our time. Oh, come on. This is my career we're talking about here. You gotta give me something.
Sadly, the more you know, the more you might find yourself in danger.
I ain't scared. I'm a pro. Takes more than the sound of a little gunfire to faze me.
Oh, you heard gunfire, huh? You may be a pro, as you put it, but I'd say you're still a little wet behind the ears. You say you heard gunfire, which proves you were here at the time of the crime. Therefore, you must have seen something.
Double dang. Fine. I was here. I saw it. Came to report on the big speech. Wound up reporting on a shooting. And you won't get no more out of me than that. I'm done with your tricks, Ruffles.
If she came to report on the event, she must have made a record of some kind. A record I would very much like to get my hands on. This is quite the clue as to where to take the conversation next.
Okay, well, where's that record?
You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a record of some kind.
You got more questions, you gotta give me something first. That's the deal.
I am not in the habit of making deals. Now tell me what I need to know.
Sorry, Ruffles. Can't help you.
Time to deploy my clue.
Well, I guess since this is in yellow, this is what we have to pick. You must have a record of your reporting.
No self-respecting reporter would leave the house without a means of putting things on the record. So tell me, Miss Lloyd, where is yours?
Oh, of course I made a record. I told you I'm a pro. They ain't never wore my shoes out running around on this one. Which is why I'm not about to just hand it over to the first person who asks me.
I am not just anyone, young lady. I am the prosecutor in charge of this case.
Don't you young lady me, you ain't getting it. No matter how many times you ask.
I'll young lady you as many times as I like. I like that, but let's bide our time here. Let's not agitate her further.
You understand, don't you, Ruffles? And ain't nothing personal.
I understand that your job is a difficult one.
You do? Oh, well, ain't that sweet?
And in such a competitive field, you must sometimes doubt that you'll ever succeed. Oh, hitting her with the self-doubt.
No, I'll go plenty far. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Just as long as I got my trusty tape recorder, I'll always be ready to nab me a scoop. Play me that tape!
Intriguing. A young reporter hungry for success. So dedicated to her craft that to leave such an important event unrecorded would be unthinkable. And indeed, she did not. She committed the entire event to tape!
Dang! This is my scoop you're messing with! My big break! Fine, sure. I recorded the whole darn thing. It's all right here. You got me, okay?
Checkmate.
Okay, so that's how they're doing it. Interesting. So Phoenix has his Magatama. Miles sends his adversaries to the chess dimension. Got it. I'm not sure which one I like better, honestly. I think they're both goofy as hell, but okay, I get it. They had to give him a little something different to interrogate clients with. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's all right. To the Shadow Realm with you. Shouldn't he be in the habit of making deals? He's a prosecutor. They make deals all the time. Well, I mean, maybe old Edgeworth. Old Edgeworth probably would have been the one wheeling and dealing. But maybe new Edgeworth was like, "No, I don't play that game anymore," or something like that. If I remember right, a reporter does not have to give any information. So, funny thing is, I used to be a reporter myself. I used to work for a newspaper. And one of the things that I was told is, in the event of a police investigation, we are required by law to hand over any information that we have regarding the case. So, but Edgeworth isn't a lawman; he's a lawyer, so I don't know quite how that would work out. Of course, in Ace Attorney land, it seems like lawyers have just the same authority as any freaking police officer. So, I think the short answer is pretty much anything goes in the land of Ace Attorney. Wait, here's something else, Ruffles. I was trying to be all strong and silent, but you had me singing like a canary.
Never mind that. Now play us the tape. This should finally tell us how many shots were fired.
Fine, you can hear it, but I got conditions. You played me like a fiddle, Ruffles. Only the Chief ever played me so good. So you gotta agree to be Chief number 2 and be mentor to a rising star, aka me.
Chief number 2, huh? Kinda like a second parent? That's a big responsibility, sir.
And
What in the world is she on about with this chief talk?
And one more thing. I want exclusive reporting rights for the first 24 hours. Come on, you gotta say yes. What kind of mentor wouldn't give his star pupil the exclusive, huh?
She's a difficult woman to refuse. And I need to hear that recording. 24 hours is more than I can promise. But the story is yours until the case is solved.
And the job of Chief number 2?
I think not.
You're no fun. But I guess a girl can't have everything. All for the sake of the scoop, huh? All right, you got yourself a deal. I got exclusive access starting right this second, Ruffles.
Good. Then our first order of business is to listen to that tape.
All right. No, the bear trap is not the bear trap is the bear trap's not important. Don't worry about that. All right, let's see here.
Honored friends and allies, I am here today to deliver a message. The odious criminals that dogged my beloved nation are no more. The president's speech.
The president passionately addressed the assembled crowd, as if trying to shake off the reports of his declining popularity by sheer force of will. Oh, that was her. Well, that there's me! Can't beat a little live commentary to set the scene. The meeting is scheduled for just after... Oh, wait. The meeting is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? He seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Yatagarasu situation behind him. As well he should be. This is a great day for all of us.
Whose voices are those?
Oh, there were these two old guys standing right in front of me. They was whispering away to each other the whole darn time.
I know their voices from somewhere.
Oh, wait. The part where the gun goes off is right after this. The president thrusts his fist into the air as the excitement reaches a fevered pitch.
The battle against evil rages on! Here today, I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice!
What the? Ah! Okay, so 2 gunshots. Yes, and they listed his name as Wang. Let's not think too hard about it, please. A hammer of justice towards Renter. No! Leave Rentaro alone! What did he do? No! What did I do? Ow! Why am I getting bonked all of a sudden? Thank you for the bonk, Tyrant. Ow!
So, 2 shots were fired.
Yep. And that tells us something?
Something very important indeed. It allows us to deduce the trajectory of one of our bullets. Of the 2 shots fired, 1 hit the president. Which means the other must have passed through both the flag and the balloon, in that order. Which, as you can see, allows us to deduce the position of our shooter. The only possible place from which a bullet could have been fired through the flag and the balloon is...
Okay, so judging by the trajectory, right about here, I'd say?
Take that!
Aha!
Drawing a line between the flag and the balloon gives us the trajectory of one of our bullets, and places our shooter on the left-hand side of the spectator area.
All right, so the shooter was on the left side.
You're a genius, Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe, I'll need to examine the left side of the spectator area. Roger that, sir! So you need me to clear all them people out the way, I guess? I do. And what evidence remains to be found may already be deteriorating. So I'll need you to be quick about it. Yes, sir!
Chief! Hey, I'm talking to you, Chief!
I suppose you mean me, Miss Lloyd?
I surely do. You gotta let me help out. This stuff's my forte. I'm the best crowd herder you ever did see. I'll prod, pummel, and push it wherever you like.
A very kind offer, but I think a less hands-on approach might be preferable. Also, about this chief business. I am nobody's chief.
Whatever you say, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Your wish is my command.
I somehow doubt that.
They really are setting Tabby up to be the next assistant, aren't they?
There you go, sir. It's all ready for you. Miss Lloyd here cleared everybody out just like that. Huh, you should have seen it.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing. The chief? My other chief. She sends them running twice as quick.
She sounds like quite a formidable character. Perhaps I should go easy on the poor girl. Thank you, but you really shouldn't have. All that running around. Your clothes are covered in mud. Allow me to pay for the cleaning. It's the least I can do.
Huh? You mean my jacket? Oh, don't you be worrying your pretty little head about that. It's reversible. All you gotta do is switch it around and alakazam! No more dirt!
On the outside, perhaps, but you'd still have something of a problem with the inside. And we're ready to get back to the investigation whenever you are, sir! The crowd has trampled the entire area. We'll be lucky to find any traces of our shooter at all.
Alright, back to it. Gourd Lake spectator area. Alright, let's see here. Well, you look familiar. Oh, I was wanting to talk to Payne, but I guess I picked the trash can instead. No, honestly, what's the difference between Winston Payne and a trash can? You even gotta pick through the trash yourself? Whew, prosecutor's life ain't easy, huh?
Detective Gumshoe? Right away, sir!
The faithful detective scrabbles through the garbage as the prosecutor looks on, his hands unblemished.
Alright, let's see now. Come to Papa, little treasures. Is he enjoying himself? Aha! Bingo! A popsicle stick! You gotta love the jokes they put on these. Detective! Sorry, sir. Relevant evidence, huh? Hey, I think we got something! Good work, detective. Let's take a closer look, shall we? By examining a piece of evidence from all angles, we can uncover hidden details. We sure can! Just tell me which way you want it, sir! Gumshoe, please. We can rotate the item with RS. If you want, I can move it closer, further away, too.
Alright, I can use LB to examine an object up close and RB to move out.
Then when you spot something, just say the word.
Point out suspicious areas with the cursor and press A to inspect them more closely.
Alright, let's see what we can discover.
Alright, let's see here. In all fairness, Payne is trash. I can understand why you accidentally select. That's what I'm saying! What's the difference? There's no discernible difference. Pipe, huh? What is that freaking Sinus und Pipe? What is that? There's this stupid thing from my French class. There was that painting that has a pipe on it and says, this is not a pipe in French. I don't, does anybody know what I'm talking about? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Let's move on. Oh, crap. I see a gun. But more to the point.
This is a document of some kind.
All right, hang on. Let's take a look at this, guys. Less cover for Lakeside now. Eyes on this area. Rook, reposition in light of Knight's injury. Knight to immediately escort President to plane in case of emergency. Stay frosty. We know who might be in the audience. Lead Rook, second Knight. So are these the bodyguards that they're referring to?
This is a document of some kind. But what are we looking at here? Presidential security plan? Oh, it's a diagram of the president's security arrangements. It shows how the president's bodyguards were positioned. It's even got his people's names on it. Rook and Knight. So his bodyguards aren't natives of Zhenfa.
Well, I heard he uses some kind of private security firm.
But why not employ people from his own country?
Aw, what's the matter? What's the matter, Edgeworth? Do you miss your boy toy? You miss Lang? You miss your boy Lang? It's okay. I miss Lang too. I know how you feel. Oh, I know why not. Y'all want to hear a little tabloid exclusive?
You really know something.
Well, sure I do. I was over at their embassy not so long back sniffing out a story. While I'm there, one of my sources tells me that the president's got more enemies than you got hairs on your head, including a bunch of bigwigs in the National Police Force.
Interesting. So he's unable to trust his own domestic law enforcement. I wonder if one of these enemies could have been behind the attempt on his life.
Now that is interesting. All right, we got the security plan.
But what was it doing dumped there in that bag? You raise an interesting point. It's a document relating to a matter of national security. It would surely be highly classified. Huh? Hey, there's something else in here.
Gun!
What? My.
My. I almost half expected him to say, "Good Lord." I've been watching a lot of Poirot recently.
What's a gun doing in there? Sir, this bag, it's gotta belong to the... Yes, it could well have been disposed of by our would-be assassin. A revolver. It would have taken a lot of nerve to dump it here amid all the chaos.
Wait, what did that say? Something about not being this gun not being from this century?
Could this be the work of a professional? Now that would explain the security plans, too. I think we need to take a very close look at our latest find.
Alright. Dang, look at the scope on this thing. Let's check this out.
This is a laser sight. They can be lined up with a target to make aiming a bit easier. If I press this here... Yep, definitely a red laser. Could the assassin have used a laser sight to target the president?
I don't know. Everything happened so fast. I didn't see if there was a... I guess we should probably ask Tabby if there was a red dot on the president at any point, if she remembers seeing it.
This part is called the grip. I've held a few guns in my time, though they've never felt quite right in my hand.
DL6 reference! DL6 reference!
This one is no exception.
Alright, let's check the chamber.
2 spent bullets in the cylinder, matching the 2 gunshots heard on the recording. Well, that proves it! This must be the weapon that was used!
Alright, revolver, found in a trash can on the left side of the spectator area, fitted with a laser sight and 2 spent bullets. Got it.
Oh, that bag was a real find, huh? It just goes to show, a bag in the hand is worth 2 in the trash! Nice work, detective. Now, there's something else I'd like to ask of you, if you don't mind. I need you to take the bag and the gun to forensics and see if they can find any prints. I'm on it, sir!
Okay, but if this was a pro job, then the assassin probably wore gloves, right? Of course, we could get lucky and have, like, the most inept assassin of all time. I mean, we could, because he freaking dumped the gun and the plans in the garbage where anybody could get to it. Well, all right, we'll see. We'll see.
A good set of fingerprints could really help this investigation along.
Holy crap, that was quick.
I got the results for you, sir. That was quick. Well, you bet it was. Told the detective was ultra super high priority. But, they came up empty. And they checked everywhere. Inside and outside, top to bottom, sir. They even took the bullets out of the gun and dusted them. I should have known it wouldn't be that easy.
Okay, so they were smart enough to wear gloves. All right, now let's talk to Payne.
Wow. This is quite the situation. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Who is he again?
It's Payne, Mr. Edgeworth. Winston Payne. We work together at the prosecutor's office.
He's a prosecutor? What brings you here today, Mr. Payne?
What indeed? Why, only the invitation of the chief prosecutor himself.
His voice. I recognize it from the tape recording. Was he one of the men who was standing in front of Miss Lloyd? And where is the chief prosecutor?
He had to leave, I'm afraid. He's a busy man. They let him, and only him, out through the cordon.
So he had me summoned on short notice, and then left before I even showed up. Rude.
Okay, no, just Edward, just straight going rude. I don't know why that cracks me up, but that's really funny. Okay, but who is this chief prosecutor? Who is this dude? Let's see here. Hello, 22 Boots! Welcome! Thanks so much for tuning in!
This wooden sign looks almost brand new. I imagine it was placed here recently. What's it say? 50 yards to the Gordy Museum. And 70 yards to the... never mind. What's the matter, detective? Just read it, will you? 70 yards to the boathouse. It feels like a million years since that whole sorry affair unfolded. Fond memories, detective. Yeah. Fond memories, sir.
Oh, another... Damn, they're making a lot of DL6 references. Well, I mean, it makes sense. We are back at Gourd Lake where it all went down. I love all the callbacks here. This is really good. Is the flag? Okay, the flag's not anything. How about you, sir?
You're with one of the news channels? Yup. Can I help you? You must have footage of the event. Do you mind if I take a look? Wish I could help you, but that might be a little tricky.
And why's that, huh, pal? Got a problem with doing your civic duty or something?
No, it's just that my camera was knocked over in all the panic. And now I can't get it to work. That footage would have helped immensely.
Just our luck.
Uh-oh. Who is it now?
What the?
You look like you need a little help, Mr. Edgeworth.
I know that voice.
Hey! This girl! It's Kay! Thank God! I was really hoping that Tabby wasn't going to be our replacement. I was really hoping it wasn't going to be Tabby, but yes! This girl is returned! That girl is here!
Kay!
I guess they had to position her weird.
Honestly, I'd leave you alone for 2 seconds. But don't worry, your hero's here to save the day. That's right, the one, the only, Kay Faraday.
Hero? Only you would give yourself a title like that. So, you're not a great thief anymore?
Not right now. But it's not like I quit. I'm just, on sabbatical. I'm taking time out for some intensive training. Being the second Yatagarasu doesn't come easy.
Kay helped me out on a few occasions about 2 weeks ago when I was working at Kay.
Whoa!
2 weeks ago? All that crap happened 2 weeks ago?
Dang, talk about out of the frying pan and into the fire! Our poor boy can't catch a break! 2 weeks of downtime and then right back into it. Poor baby.
The case of the Yatagarasu, a mysterious thief who seemed to appear and disappear at will, and who claimed only to steal the truth. She calls herself the second Yatagarasu, the successor to the so-called Great Thief.
There's not a lock I can't open or a trap I can't escape. And when it comes to stealing, well, I'm still in training. But I'll get there soon enough.
What are you doing here, Kay?
What do you think I'm doing? I've been enjoying the festivities, of course.
I suppose she did mention being fond of such things.
And afterwards, I was thinking of dropping by your office to see you guys. But now I don't have to.
Hey, good to see you, kiddo. Yeah, it's bright and breezy as ever.
Hey, Gummy! How you been? You're looking pretty full of beans yourself.
Full of beans.
Nothing ever just happens in Ace Attorney. Everything happens all at once. I guess it makes sense that the president showed up after his ambassador was accused of murder, mayhem, and smuggling. No. This is the president of Zhang Fa. Zhang Fa is where Lang is from. The countries that we were dealing with were the countries of Alabast and Babel. So, 2 completely different countries in the Ace Attorney verse.
So, Kay, are you really here to save the day?
Yep. Prepare for your jaw to hit the floor. Your best pal in the world here only went and took pictures of the whole shebang.
Did you now? Then you had better show them to me.
Oh, wow! Your jaw didn't even drop an inch! What's a girl gotta do to impress you, huh?
I know, right? Mr. Prosecutor here's about as much fun as a dang toothache. Won't even let me call him Chief. Oh, but I'm forgetting my manners. Tabby Lloyd, Ace Reporter at your service.
Nice to meet you, Tabby. You're right. He is no fun at all. This one time,
You two can chat later. Kay, can I see those pictures?
Oh, they were about to dish. Let the girl spill the tea for a second. Don't be such a party pooper.
Boo. Fine, here. I took this one right when the gun went off. It was total chaos. People running everywhere.
The president and his 2 bodyguards. The names on the security plan were Knight and Rook, I think. What's that?
Ah, so there was a laser sight on his head.
Thank you indeed, Kay. I think you've provided us with a vital clue.
Oh, wait! Your ride just lit up like a pair of dang old Christmas trees. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, care to tell the readers what you spotted?
A contradiction.
Huh? What now? I don't see nothing strange.
Allow me to show you. This picture shows the moment of the incident, but another piece of evidence shows something different. I need to highlight the point of contradiction, and then employ my powers of deduction. First, to find the contradiction in this photograph.
Okay. They look like a knight and rook, too. A flat top and a... Oh, you're right! They do! Okay, well, first off, the contradiction... Oh, I didn't even touch anything. I'll simply press Y to make my deduction. Now to present the evidence that proves the contradiction.
Eureka!
I was trying to look at it, but alright. I got it right clearly clearly on chance. Fantastic. Look closely at the picture of the president in this newspaper clipping, if you would, Miss Lloyd. No red dots. Now look at Kay's photograph. Compare the two carefully.
Huh? What am I looking for here? Well, I'll be!
Indeed. There's something on the president's forehead. Something that wasn't there in the other picture. What is that? Some kind of birthmark?
Yeah, that's got a big red birthmark right in the middle of his forehead.
Kay, sweetie, you're not this stupid. Come on.
I highly doubt a birthmark just sprang up there since the other picture was taken. Did he get bitten by a bug then, maybe?
Yeah, that's it. Right there's a big old bug bite. And here I thought it was something important. Look on your face.
You should know that the road to the truth is paved with just such seemingly trivial details.
Ooh, again with that face. All right. Duly noted, Chief.
It's not a bug bite, it's clearly a laser! Why is everybody except Miles so dumb in this game? Dijun Wang's name is different. It's different words that mean king. All the characters are named after chess pieces. Beautiful. I love it. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Television truck appears to be stuck in the mud. Reminds me of the time I pushed your car out of that ditch, sir. Then you just drove away and left me there. I gotta admit, felt kinda lonely. Did I do that? I think I might have. No, you came back though, Mr. Edgeworth. Only left me there in the mud for maybe, 15 minutes? I know you never forget about me, sir. Of course I wouldn't. Barring those 15 minutes, anyway.
Aww! Why you gotta be so mean to Gumshoe? Okay, it looks like that's everything. Let's see if we can connect any evidence. Oh, well, the very thing I was talking about, the red birthmark, is obviously the laser sight. Come on now.
I have solved the mystery of the red birthmark. Really? So it wasn't a bug bite? No. What we're dealing with isn't something that would itch for a day and then disappear. It is in fact the beam of a laser sight. Then our killer was aiming to shoot the president square in the forehead? And shortly after this picture was taken, a second shot rang out. Yeah, that's gonna do more than itch. Indeed. I fear the president may be in even more danger than we thought. And that gun we found was the weapon used in the crime.
All right, so that confirms it.
Why would the perp use a laser sight, though?
He's right. He'd stand out like crazy using something like that. Pew, 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 pew. It's not like he could just go around shooting lasers all over the place.
No. And anyone who saw it could trace it right back to the shooter. It seems like a pretty bad idea all around.
Oh, I almost forgot. I took a couple more pictures.
Oh, hey! Apophis Nova, thank you very much for the follow.
supporting the channel. Hope you're enjoying the stream.
Oh, I almost forgot. I took a couple more pictures. Maybe the laser sight's in one of them.
It's a long shot, but it's worth a look at least. All right, Kay. Let's see these other pictures.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Let's see. First up, here's one I took just before everything started going south.
Oh, isn't she cute? She takes a good selfie. Also, yeah, there's Pain. There's Pain, but who is he talking to? Realized I wasn't following, popping in to lurk. Hey, I appreciate it! Thank you so much for the lurk, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the stream!
It might be more useful to us if half the frame wasn't taken up with your face.
Can you blame me for wanting to get a selfie with the president? Lucky for you, this was right before the gun went off. And this one I showed you before is from just after the first shot was fired. The second shot came just seconds after this. And then there's...
What's this? I can hardly see anything.
I got knocked over when everybody started running right after that last picture. Guess I must have pressed the shutter by accident.
Not sure this one's gonna be much use, kid.
And that's all of them.
Alright, so there's Kay's photos.
Time to take a closer look.
Let's look at the ones before the shooting. Any scent of the late. Oh, look, down here!
Take that!
There! I see it! What is it, sir? Look closely at the person with the red hood.
Whoa, there it is!
Indeed. That's our laser sight right there. So that's our perp! The one in the red hood must be the shooter. Yes.
We found him! And all thanks to yours truly.
Indeed. You led us right to the greatest treasure of all, Miss Great Thief. The truth. You may have captured our would-be assassin in one of your other pictures, too. Let's take another look. Our red-hooded suspect could be in another one of these photographs from...
After the shooting. Alright, there he is. I see him.
Take that!
Hey, look! Right there!
A red jacket. That must be our suspect. Looks like they took advantage of the confusion to make their getaway. Luckily, we can see exactly where they were headed.
The samurai dog stand!
Precisely. Which means they escaped towards the right-hand side of the spectator area. Detective Gumshoe? On it, sir! Consider it cleared!
I'm really surprised that they haven't cleared this area already. I mean, this is an active crime scene, right? Why are they just letting these people stand all over it?
Good. I'm counting on you.
Whoa, creepy. Oh my god, this kind of reminds me of Deathmark a little bit. It kind of reminds me of the final case from Deathmark a little bit. I know we didn't get to finish that, but also kind of giving me vibes of Emio the Smiling Man a little bit here.
We have you now, my little Red Riding Hood. The entire park is cordoned off, and we know which way you went. Now it's simply a matter of hunting you down. Now, let us continue our investigation.
There's evidence here somewhere. All we gotta do is find it.
All right, Back to the hunt. Aw, somebody lost their hat.
I bet you it's Larry playing with a laser pointer.
If it turns out that it is Larry, I am gonna chuck this controller at the screen. I so do not want to deal with his ass right now.
The banner advertising the rifle range has fallen over. It must have been knocked down in a crush. It's covered in footprints, too. The crowd must have really panicked. Hey, you know where I can buy one of these? Why would you wish to? Don't tell me you're thinking of writing gumshoe and wearing it on your back. What? How'd you guess? Are you a mind reader, sir? Is that it? It was a joke. But I should have known that nothing's impossible when it comes to the good detective.
Oh, I get it. He wanted to, like, stick the flag in his jacket or something, like an old poncho. Okay, I get it. I get it here. All right, let's see. Scour the scene. Oh, hey! Red button?
What's this? A red button? Hey, do you think... Could it have been dropped by our red-hooded suspect? Yes, it certainly seems like it.
And more than that...
There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, can you see what that is under the stand, please? There's something down here, all right. Let's see. A red raincoat. This must be...
The one the suspect was wearing!
They must have taken it off and hid it under there before they made their escape.
What kind of a hoodie has buttons? It's not a hoodie at all! It's a raincoat! Alright. Anything else?
It's a flimsy-looking stand made of food... It's a flimsy-looking food stand made of plywood. And it sells samurai dogs. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I got $1.50 if, you know... You're not actually suggesting I subsidize you eating on the job. Oh, I didn't mean to... That is... maybe when we're done? Fine. When we're finished investigating, you can have one. And only one. Understood? Sorry, sir, I never should have... Wait. Did you say I could have one? Yes. Why? Is something the matter? No, it's just, I wasn't expecting you to... Thanks, sir!
Aw, see? He can be nice! Alright, I think I see what they want me to do here, though. Wait, no, maybe not. Oh, there's still more to investigate on the jacket. My bad.
The sleeve is inside out. The button is missing as well.
There we go. That's what I was... Red button, raincoat sleeve. Got it.
The button we found seems to have come from this raincoat. It must have been pulled loose when the killer took it off. Right sleeve's inside out, too. Seems it was removed in a hurry. Fast enough to tear a button off, no less. I surmise our assassin disposed of their gun and bag in the trash immediately after shooting the president. They then slipped into the panicked crowd and moved from the left to the right side of the spectator area. This was because they knew the trajectory of the bullet would point to a shooter on the left side. Finally, they removed the raincoat and hid it under the samurai dog stand. The killer would have needed to get rid of the coat as soon as possible, hence its hurried removal. The fact that the right sleeve is inside out is a testament to how quickly it was taken off. Yup, that and the missing button. The question, of course, is, why didn't the same thing happen to the left sleeve? Oh yeah, only the right sleeve's inside out. Indeed. And the button on the left sleeve is still securely attached. So, what does this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? If we're to answer that question, Detective, we'll need to inspect the raincoat in more detail.
That is one flat raincoat, isn't it? Alright. Lots of blood, lots of blood. Let's take a closer look at this sleeve here. If the person wearing the red jacket is the assassin, it can't be Rook or Knight. They were on stage. That's true. And neither one of them was wearing a red raincoat.
The right sleeve is inside out.
And you can clearly see where the button was torn off.
Yes. Whoever discarded this raincoat did so in quite the hurry. Let's take a closer look at the inside of this raincoat. Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir!
Oh! It's covered in mud, but that is absolutely blood.
This is a blood stain. And considering where it's located, I'd say the blood belongs to our would-be assassin. So, we're looking for somebody with an injury? Not just any injury, Detective. An injury on their left arm. How do we know that? It's simple. The right sleeve is inside out, suggesting that the suspect removed the raincoat in a hurry. Conversely, the left sleeve is just as we would expect it to be. Therefore, the suspect's left arm was never in the sleeve in the first place. And once we understand that, everything else falls into place. Now, Detective, there is a blood stain on the left side lining of this raincoat because the suspect's arm was too injured to fit into the sleeve. Precisely. Or at least, we can say that there is a good probability that was the case.
Okay, so we're looking for somebody with an injured left arm.
The pieces are starting to fall into place.
Investigation complete!
Detective Gumshoe, I need you to go and search the crowd for likely suspects. Yes, sir! Suspicious characters with injured left arms coming right up!
Ooh, you're even smarter than you look, Ruffles. Taking all them itty-bitty pieces and putting them together like that, you'll have your man in no time. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you.
The park is still cordoned off, so our would-be assassin should be in that crowd somewhere. Don't let me down, Detective Gumshoe.
Alright, I am going to save real... No, not autoplay, not autoplay. No. Alright, I think we can finally... I think we can save over that. Mr. Doe. Who's Mr. Doe? Well, we will find out in just a second. I'm going to step away for a quick second to get some water. I will be back in just a moment, guys. we're back. Yeah, exactly. Hydrate or dihydrate. Actually been doing alright, all things considered. Alright. Let's get back to it. Let's find out who this mysterious Mr. Doe is. Alright, hang on one second. Tabby's got her hand in her pocket. It's her right hand now, but the sprites flip around like that. It might be her left hand. Do you really think they would make the killer such a charming individual, though? I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep our eye on Miss Tabby Lloyd here for a bit. That might be an interesting idea here.
Mr. Edgeworth, we found somebody who fits the bill perfectly, sir.
Oh, God. The minute I get back, I get hiccups. Hang on a second. If you ever get hiccups, 7 sips of water and then hold your breath for 10 seconds. It works every time. Every time I get hiccups in the middle of a session, that knocks them out right away. I forgot to ask, since Popeye is now in the public domain, who would win in a fight, Carne or spinach-eating trash man? I want to say Carne, but something tells me she would be too grossed out to, like, have a fight with him.
Way to nab the assassin, Gummy!
Hold on, Kay. It's a little soon to be jumping to conclusions. For the moment, they are a person of interest and nothing more. Understood?
Okay, no jumping.
But he's our shooter, sir! I'm sure of it! He's the guy who tried to take out the president! In broad daylight, surrounded by a crowd of witnesses, this is no ordinary assassin. Bring him over here, detective. Carefully. Yes, sir! Come on, boys! You heard Mr. Edgeworth!
What? Who? What? Wait! Wait a minute!
We know this guy!
Kay, be careful! You're gonna get kidnapped!
It's freaking Shelly the Killer! Like, what? Oh my god. Are we actually going to arrest him for reals this time? Cause like, did we even... Did we even see him in person at all during... I'm pausing because I'm trying to think back to Farewell My Turnabout. If we saw him in person at all, aside from that one glimpse that Phoenix got in the hotel when he was masquerading as a butler. I think only Maya saw him in person. No, Phoenix saw him too when he was masquerading as Matt's butler. Like, shouldn't we immediately recognize this guy? I mean, Edgeworth may not, but why is he here? Why? Is this actually our freaking assassin? If we put the killer behind bars for real, I'm gonna be very excited. All right, but let's. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's move on.
No umbrella. And a bandage on his left arm. Well, pal, state your name already! Doe. Charmed, I'm sure. John Doe. Not a name you often hear in real life.
Why is this not sending off every single red flag? Why is this not sending off every single red flag in existence? He's clearly reformed. Look at that innocuous smiling double ice cream cone. Freaking two-faced mofo over here. No, I refuse to believe that this man is reformed. I refuse to believe that.
That is correct. I know this man from somewhere. I'm sure of it.
They never saw the killer. Yeah, I know during the trial he was on the speaker, but Phoenix saw him. Maya saw him. Surely they would have, testified to that, right?
And you are Prosecutor Edgeworth.
You know my name?
Of course. I have been following the day's developments with some interest. Now, perhaps you care to explain why you've asked to speak with me?
As you've been following our investigation, you're no doubt already aware of who we're looking for. So let me ask you, do you recognize this raincoat by any chance?
Forgive me, but I'm afraid I do not.
I see. Well, I believe its owner to be the would-be assassin we are seeking.
My. Well, isn't that just shocking?
That ice cream moves really weird and I don't like it. And the same would-be assassin happens to have an injured left arm. Just like you.
All I can tell you is that I had nothing to do with this unfortunate affair.
The two adversaries stare each other down, their eyes like deadly lasers. Can you tell the readers what happens next?
A showdown, that's what! A battle of wits! A battle of words! Dare I let him explain any further what he thinks this upcoming battle will entail? Let him blather on! Do it! In a battle of wits, you never know if or when the other guy might be lying or just plain mistaken. But if you spot an inconsistency in a statement of theirs, you gotta present the evidence that proves it. And to do that, I need to first open my organizer with RB, then press Y to present my evidence.
And what if there ain't no inconsistencies to find?
Well, then you change tack. Press for more information and see what you can shake loose. Indeed. I can press my opponent with LB. Why don't you show us how it's done, Mr. Edgewood?
Stepping up to bat, our nation's top prosecutor.
Once I'm able to quietly gather my thoughts, yes. All right, here we go. The Ace Attorney Hallmark. Doe's deposition.
I can understand why whoever wore the raincoat would be of interest to you. But you have no proof that this person is injured, as you claim. My left arm may be injured, but I can still use my right. When it started raining, I simply opened my umbrella. No raincoat required.
So you contend that you were not wearing a raincoat. Is that correct?
It is. And is that so strange? Not everyone wears one, after all. I happen to prefer an umbrella.
Team Raincoat over here. They're perfect for when a girl really needs to move. Well, heck, I don't use neither. Come rain, sleet, snow, or shine, it's my trusty parka every time.
Not exactly the line of inquiry I was hoping to pursue. So you see, I am not your would-be killer. And I'm not in the habit of making baseless accusations, Mr. Doe.
You kind of are, though, sweetie.
Please, I am just a simple ice cream. Oh my.
What?
Forgive me. My wound seems to have begun bleeding again in all the excitement.
Yeah, no, this guy is absolutely our assassin.
The owner of the raincoat is definitely our assassin. And said owner also has an injured left arm. I'm on to you, Mr. Doe. It's only a matter of time.
Rebuttal! I know exactly what it is. I can understand why whoever wore the raincoat. You have no proof. Oh, I've got proof. I've got a bloody raincoat full of proof.
It's that time again!
Objection!
Objection!
You seem like a careful man, Mr. Doe, but not quite careful enough. After all, you left something behind. Something of vital importance. I'm afraid you must have me confused with somebody else. The coat does not belong to me. Or do you claim to have some kind of proof to support your accusation? Your arm isn't troubling you too much, I hope. Your wound seems to be bleeding again. I'll survive, although I can't pretend it's not something of an inconvenience. You have my deepest sympathies. Because if it wasn't bleeding quite so badly, you could have perhaps made a clean getaway. What exactly are you insinuating? As we have already established, whoever wore the raincoat is injured. And now I can prove that Urson was you. With this decisive piece of evidence.
The ice cream is melting! The ice cream is melting really weird, actually.
You see, Mr. Doe, there was a small amount of blood on the inside of this raincoat.
Blood that belongs to our assassin! That was okay. That was a smooth-ass landing for that ice cream. Come on now. Attempted murder of a foreign leader? Causing a diplomatic incident? They'll throw the book at you!
You can give us a silent treatment all you like, but we don't need you to talk. A simple blood test will give us the answer we require. All it takes is for us to compare the blood on your bandages with that on the coat, and that will be that.
I do like that he's so good, he shows no emotion. Very rare in these games. Yeah, I think the only other person to not show any emotion was Acro from Turnabout Big Top.
We have the evidence. Why don't you make it easier on all of us and come clean?
Admit that you were the one responsible for assassinating the president of Zhangfa!
I am not your assassin. You're stubborn, I'll give you that. But if this were a game of chess, you would already be in checkmate.
Now do the honorable thing and admit defeat!
He doesn't look like a man with no moves left to play. Very well. You have me. I'll admit it. I was wearing the raincoat.
He confessed! Say the word! I'll slap the cups on him right now!
But I did not shoot at the president.
What?
Mr. Edgeworth, the only thing you have proven is that I was wearing a particular raincoat. And as far as I am aware, That is not a crime.
Ooh, you're stubborn, sir.
I am no assassin. I am a simple ice cream seller. One who happened to be wearing a red raincoat while watching the president speak. I was as surprised as anyone when his bodyguard sprang into action and the shots rang out. That's when the spectators panicked and started running and screaming for their lives. Now, are you finally satisfied that I am telling the truth?
As if! Your story stinks! You don't scare me! The evidence is on our side, you know! Look! It's right there, plain as day! The assassin! And they're wearing a red raincoat!
Intriguing. But that is not me.
Oh, come on!
I love that Kay's already getting annoyed.
Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, do you really think I was the only one in the entire park wearing a red raincoat today?
I do, actually.
But then why? Why does he seem so sure of himself?
Alright. I am no assassin. I am a simple ice cream seller. One who happened to be wearing a red raincoat. I was as surprised as anyone when his bodyguard sprang into action and the shots rang out. Let's find out a little more about what he saw.
So you saw the bodyguards move before you heard the gunshots? Yes. If I recall correctly, they moved first. At least, the one on the left did. You're rather observant, Mr. Doe. I am blessed with keen eyes. The names of those bodyguards were written in the top left corner of the security plan. And the one on the left was Rook. That is correct. Bastian Rook, I believe. I expect he noticed the light from a laser sight. The man is no amateur. Mr. Doe knows a little too much about the business of being a bodyguard for my liking. I'd say our friend here is no amateur either. I'd like you to append what you just said to your testimony, if you don't mind. As you wish. The bodyguard on the left, Bastian Rook, was it? Was especially quick to respond.
How did you know? We only gave you his last name. How'd you know his name was Bastian? Oh, yeah. We pulled the Jessica Fletcher on you, sir. Objection!
Objection!
As I suspected, you are more than what you claim to be, Mr. Doe. Oh, you overestimate me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, then tell me how a simple ice cream seller knows one of the presidential bodyguard's names. What? You jest, surely. You were the one who spoke their names out loud. Rook and Knight, was it?
Objection!
We only know those names thanks to the security plan. But look closely. Only their surnames appear. Yet we all clearly heard you say the name Bastian Rook. How did you come to possess such information? Information we ourselves didn't have. Seems pretty darn suspicious to me. Well, how did you know? Explain yourself! It was merely a slip of the tongue.
Another lie! He is the assassin, just like we said!
Come now, miss. It's a little too soon to be jumping to such conclusions. I did know their names, yes. And the reason for that is... Well, I know Mr. Rook. He and I are acquainted.
I play chess with him on Thursdays. If he actually says that, I'm gonna die laughing.
What? We have something of a connection. And his is a name I could never forget.
You think we're stupid, pal? Stop lying!
I am not lying. I am, as I have always been, a simple ice cream seller. And an acquaintance of Bastian Rook. Yes.
Objection!
And I suppose Mr. Rook will confirm that? It should be easy enough for him to remember his good friend, the slippery ice cream seller, correct? Please, you are more than welcome to ask him. Although I think that might be difficult right now. I would imagine he's rather busy ensuring the president's safety. But suppose you are able to speak with him, and he does deny that he and I are acquainted. How will that help you prove I was the shooter?
Objection!
If you weren't the shooter, why take off your raincoat? Because it was no longer raining. In fact, it had grown quite warm. Far better to let my wound breathe, no? Or would you rather I had let it fester? Is he actually going to worm his way out of this?
Oh, okay. So maybe it's not actually the killer.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Hurry up and arrest that man! He's clearly guilty. If I were you, he'd be in jail already.
You might be willing to arrest a man without sufficient proof, but I am not.
Oh, come on, Mr. Edgeworth. There's got to be something you can do.
Shocking scenes here. As the culprit all but certain... Oh, there. As the culprit seems all but certain to escape justice.
It seems the court of public opinion has spoken. Very well. As I will clearly be viewed with suspicion no matter what I say, I might as well share what I know. What do you know? What's this angle here? I saw them. I saw another person with a red hood.
Are you kidding?
It's the person you captured in your photograph. I first noticed them just before the president's speech began. It was still raining then. Their outfit was the same color as my own, which is what drew my attention, as did the laser beam that was aimed directly at the president's head.
He's claiming there was another red-hooded person? Preposterous! Burb ice cream. It does kind of look a little bit like a bird, doesn't it?
I knew that if anyone saw me dressed similarly to this individual, I could fall under suspicion myself. And so, naturally, I removed my raincoat.
Objection!
So not only did you see the assassin, but they were wearing exactly the same thing as you.
How very convenient. I had thought you might find it far-fetched. Hence my not mentioning it until now. I know you law enforcement people are very skeptical types. You would never have believed me. Especially not if I had said that the shooter was standing right next to a certain prosecutor. Well, I know you don't mean me. I wasn't even summoned until after the shooting. No, not you, Mr. Edgeworth. Your colleague over there.
Huh? Me?
Yes, the photograph will prove it, I am sure. You see, right there, in front of the person with the red hood.
Well, that's me, yes, but what exactly are you saying?
What's his endgame here? As I mentioned, I have been following your investigation with some interest, Mr. Edgeworth. And while pondering the details, I noticed something strange. Strange? What exactly? Come now. A man of your talent should be more than capable of spotting a contradiction such as this. I'm afraid I don't follow.
The picture shows the chief prosecutor, Mr. Payne, and the shooter. But there's nothing weird about that, is there?
Think carefully. This picture was taken right in the middle of the president's speech. One of the other pieces you've gathered is inconsistent with what we see here. What is Mr. Doe talking about? Which piece of evidence is inconsistent with what's in the picture?
Was there anything in the tape? Honored friends and allies, I'm here today to deliver this message. The meeting is scheduled for just after speech. The president wants to meet personally. He seems pretty pleased.
Oh!
Guys, take a look. There's the two guys, right? Those are the two guys that were whispering in Tabby's thing. Where's Tabby? Because according to the tape, she should have been right here because she overheard the two guys whispering in front of her. Unless... Oh my god, were you right? Somebody who called Tabby as the killer? Who called Tabby as the killer? Was that you, Stumpy? Or was that Zach? I think you're right. I think it may actually be that Tabby is the killer.
Take that!
Or the would-be killer.
Of course! The tape! It contradicts the photograph! Ah, so you've noticed at last.
What's he going on about, Mr. Edgeworth?
Someone's missing. Someone who should be here.
Huh? But who?
Who indeed?
It's Tabby! No! Our Southern Fried journalist!
Huh?
Miss Lloyd?
How do you figure that?
Mr. Payne's voice can clearly be heard on Miss Lloyd's tape, considering that he was conducting a private conversation with the chief prosecutor.
Oh, there are these two old guys standing right in front of me. They were whispering away to each other the whole darn time.
So the gray-haired guy's the chief prosecutor?
She must have been very close indeed to capture it on tape.
You're right. But she's not in the picture.
Precisely. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you still believe that you have been hounding the right person? Miss Lloyd, would Would you mind answering a few questions?
Whoa. Y'all are fixing to put me under the microscope now?
Oh, all right, sure. Knock yourselves out. I got nothing to hide.
Uh-huh.
Well, it ain't like I was standing still the whole time. No, I was running around all over, roving reporter style. And that was a big old crowd. I guess that picture must have been taken when I was out in one spot. And the tape's from when I was in another. So quit giving me the evil eye. Ain't nothing but a misunderstanding.
Nope, not buying it.
There's no doubt about the voices on the tape. That was Mr. Payne and the chief prosecutor, I'm sure of it.
Tabby wouldn't like... Tabby would...
Oh my god, come on.
Tabby wouldn't lie to us. I know she wouldn't.
Yeah, this person that you've just met surely wouldn't lie to you, Kay.
But if she did, that would mean...
That she's our perp!
Well, y'all quit messing with me? As if I could have done a thing like that, little old me!
I might be inclined to believe you, if your testimony didn't contain a glaring inconsistency.
It does? I thought it was pretty good.
Seems I have no choice but to present her with the evidence and expose the contradiction.
I was staying still the whole time. I was running around all over. The picture must have been taken while I was in one spot. No. You were there. Because look at the picture. You can clearly see that Mr. Payne is talking to him. So she had to have been there. Sorry, Tabby. You were cool, but I caught you red-handed. Or should we say red-jacketed? Objection!
Objection!
Miss Lloyd, it is imperative for a reporter not to lie, wouldn't you say?
Well, you're dang right it is. And I don't lie.
And yet, the photograph and the recording were definitely taken at the same time.
What? You can't prove that.
Oh, but I can. The evidence is right here in the pictures. This one in particular shows something that lines up precisely with when you were making your recording. What part of the picture indicates that it must have been taken at the same time as Miss Lloyd's recording?
Well,
Take that!
Because they were talking. Look closely. This is the answer to all our questions.
I don't rightly know that it is.
Uh-oh. I think I messed up.
Here, right here. Look again, it's faint, but it's there.
Is it a speck of dust, maybe? Happens all the time. Amateurs don't think to wipe the lens. Why not think they caught a ghost on camera? You into that kind of thing, Ruffles?
That's not what I meant at all!
Ah, dang it. I messed up. Okay.
The recording was made right when the photograph was taken, I'm sure of it. I just need to point out the part of the picture that proves it.
All right, hold on. Let me take another look at this. Oh, wasn't it something about raising his fist in the air?
Take that!
There we go. That's what it was. I was just a little off base.
You see here, the president has his fist raised.
And? What about it?
Would you be so kind as to play us the tape again?
Hey, welcome back, Sleepy. Good to see you. I'm back from seeing Sonic 3. How did you like it? Did you enjoy it? To be fair, I thought the geezer conversation was the clue too. I thought I was on the right track, but maybe I'm a little rusty.
Oh, see, it ain't that simple.
What if I were to tell you that you don't have a choice?
You don't make it easy, do you, Ruffles?
Remember, we are concerned with the moment the president raised his fist. No criminal organization, no matter how big, is above the law!
The president thrusts his fist into the air as the excitement reaches a fever pitch.
There! That's the moment right there! Correct. We've now confirmed when it occurred in the recording.
Which means Tabby should be in that picture too!
And she is. Right there for all to see. For Miss Lloyd is, in fact, the person with the red hood! So you're a shooter, huh?
I don't even own a jacket like that!
That's right. From everything we know, the owner of the red raincoat is...
Well, it still has the blood stain in it. So it would still be John Doe.
We have already proven that the raincoat belongs to Mr. Doe. You, Miss Lloyd, were wearing something else. Something that also happened to have a red hood. So there were two people with red hoods all along? Indeed. Mr. Doe's last statement was true.
Wait, but we only found one raincoat. Where's the other one?
Our ice cream seller never mentioned a raincoat, only a red hood. So tell us about your jacket again, Miss Lloyd.
This whole thing? Oh, best thing about it is, like I said, if you get mud on such on it, it's reversible, see? So you just turn it inside out and...
Just as I thought.
The inside of her hood is red!
That's right. And when the incident occurred, that's the side of the hood that was visible. What's going on here? What were you really up to, pal?
Wait! I never wore it that way around.
Perhaps if you would allow us to examine it, we could confirm that for ourselves.
And y'all are gonna confirm that how, exactly?
It was raining right up until the president's speech, correct? That much has been established already. And as you yourself said...
Heck, I don't use neither. Come rain, sleet, snow, or shine, it's my trusty parka every time.
If you haven't reversed your parka since the rain, then the inside should be dry.
Wait a sec now. I got this big old backpack on, see? So I can't take off my jacket. Yeah. Maybe I can show y'all some other time?
You think an excuse that week's gonna wash with Mr. Edgeworth? Well, what are you waiting for? If you're innocent, take it off and show us!
It wasn't me. I swear. I never shot the dang president. I could never.
If that's true, Miss Lloyd, then your best option is to cooperate and tell us the truth. Is there a particular reason why you chose to wear a parka with a red hood here today?
I'm sorry, Ruffles. There's something I never told you. Something I couldn't. But I'll come clean. I promise. Just go easy on me now, you hear?
Hold it? Who said hold it?
Who said that?
Hold your horses. It's a little soon for the end game. Oh! Oh! You're one of the bodyguards!
Wait a minute. Is Tabby actually like a double agent or something? More to the point, what kind of voice should we give this dude? This is clearly our night. This is clearly the night guy. She's CIA. She's gotta be. She's gotta be. All right. So what are we thinking for this one, guys? Should we just make him? Should we make him a snooty voice works for this guy? Very snobbish. Alright, let me see what I can come up with here. Horsey. My voice is already a little hoarse. Define horsey. Yeah, exactly.
That goes for you, too.
That's just the killer's voice again. Hang on.
That goes for you, too, Mr. Prosecutor. You lost this one the moment you made your opening move. That's one of the men from Kay's photograph. I guess I'd better introduce myself.
Oh my god, it's Revolver Ocelot! It's freaking Revolver Ocelot! No! Okay, no. We're not doing Snooty. This dude is absolutely Revolver Ocelot. Anybody who's played Metal Gear Solid knows exactly who I'm talking about. Unfortunately, I don't remember how his voice sounded. He was an old man. Well, he was a young man in 3, but he was an old man. Alright, you know what? That's so stupid. They just straight up put Revolver Ocelot in this game. Alright, no, we're giving him a sort of westerny accent too. He's not snooty and snobbish. No, not Revolver Ocelot. Alright, switching gears here.
The name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard. And second in command of his security detail.
Hey, put that thing somewhere else, pal! What the heck's wrong with you?
Sorry, can't help myself. It's just too much fun being this good. You're not a member of law enforcement, so how did you get a gun? This old girl's on loan from Zhang Fa, temporarily issued to us presidential bodyguards. Anyway, never mind that. I've got 2 tidbits of news for you. You want the good or the bad first? The choice is yours. I'm indifferent. Whichever you prefer. Really? You're giving up the first move advantage just like that?
Alright, take care, Tyrant. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Whatever. Your loss. Guess I'll push out the first pawn then.
So, you play a little chess, I take it. Oh god. Are we just gonna be throwing chess puns around now? His fan translation name is Horace Knightley. Horace Knightley, Bronco Knight. Okay, not too far off. It's not too far off. I kind of like Horace Knightley a little bit more, but whatever, it's fine. Bronco Knight is okay too.
Ah, a fellow fan, are you, Mr. Red Suit? The name's Edgeworth, and you could say I dabble.
He's actually a high-ranking chess player.
Duly noted, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, I'll start with the good news. The president's okay. Didn't suffer so much as a scratch.
He didn't? Oh, that's a relief.
Particularly for the young lady here. That means there is no longer a murder charge on the table.
That is good news, huh, Tabby?
Yeah, because
God, never.
And now for the bad news. The only reason the president's alive is because we bodyguards did our job. One of us did, anyhow. Our boss. Put himself in the line of fire. You're referring to your colleague, Mr. Rook. Yeah. It's game over for him. No way! Rook is dead. A genuine loss.
So, you're saying that Tabby...
Yeah. Your friend here killed my colleague. My brother in arms.
Heck no! I didn't do it! I didn't kill anybody! I could never...
I'd shut my mouth if I were you, murderer. Sure, we did what we had to do. Sacrifice one of our pieces to protect the king. But to lose someone like him during a castling, it's a real shame. Castling? What's that even mean? It's a chess term. Very simplistically speaking, it's a move where a rook switches places with the king. Well, then why didn't he just say so? Mr. Knight, was it? Yeah, what? We'll need to see the victim's body right away. And if possible, I'd like to ask the president a few questions. Sorry, no can do. And why not? That's the third piece of news. And it's the piece you're gonna like the least. I thought you said there were only two. The National Police Force of Zhangfa will be handling things from here. What? You better be kidding, pal! This investigation was assigned to us. We're not about to hand it over. You're the Edgeworth, right? The one who solved the Yatagarasu case? The president mentioned you. I'm honored to have warranted his attention. Makes sense that the chief prosecutor would assign this one to you. Wait, did the chief assign me to appease the president? But that was a mistake. A big one. He should have given the case to somebody with a spine. You're free to take it up with President Wang. If you enjoy diplomatic incidents, that is. You're coming with me. We'll continue this on the presidential plane.
No, no. I never did that, I swear!
We can do this the hard way if you like, but in Zhangfa, justice is served one way or the other.
Ruffles, come on! You gotta help me out here, please!
Miss Lloyd. She was the one in the red hood. There's no denying that now. I can't help feeling we still don't know the whole truth behind this case.
I'm innocent! You gotta believe me!
Can I really let this happen? Is this really how it ends? The look in her eyes. The crack in her voice as she begs me to help her. This is no act by a criminal. She is genuinely scared. And if I let him take her, we'll never know what really happened. What? Who? Huh? What? Huh? What the? Get your filthy hands off of... Oh, shit! Quiet now. Is that really any way to greet me? Your neck has barely begun to heal and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. It's you. Ah, So you do remember. Hey! What do you think you're doing, pal? Put the knife down and give it up! You got some nerve pulling a stunt like this in front of a bunch of police officers! Don't even think about it! You stood a chance against this guy!
Who are you really, Mr. Doe?
Let's just say that I'm no simple ice cream seller. Guy's a pro! A hitman! His name's Shelly the Killer! The Killer! There's not a legal professional in the country who doesn't know that name. An assassin capable of taking down any target, any place, any time. This isn't the first time our paths have crossed. It's been too long, Mr. Edgeworth. But of course, this is the first time we've met face to face. You're the assassin we've been looking for? In a sense, yes. A certain someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. And that contract did indeed specify that I was to assassinate President Wang. I swear I've seen this picture in one of my old files before, but... Ugh, how could I have been so careless? My bandage proved useful for bringing a knife into the park undetected. But I miscalculated in certain other regards. He didn't bring a gun? Now, shall we play a little game, Mr. Knight? I know how fond you are of such diversions. The stakes must be high in order for it to be fun, of course. Shall we wager, say, your life? What do you want from me? I would like for you to allow Mr. Edgeworth to remain in charge of the case. He what? What are you up to, the Killer? I would simply like our mutual friend to see things through to their conclusion.
Huh? But why?
Bastian Rook was a man of great skill, one with whom I felt a certain connection. It is only right that the truth behind his death be brought to light. With Mr. Rook's departure, the case is now yours to investigate, is it not, Mr. Knight? I am simply asking you to transfer that authority to Mr. Edgeworth. It's not something worth losing your life over, surely. You're just using the investigation as an excuse to get close to the president! Am I really? I suppose it is true that in order for the investigation to proceed, we will need to enter the presidential plane. You think I'm gonna let you near him? I'm his chief bodyguard! Are you? And here I thought you were only second in command. Rook's not around! That means I'm number one! I wonder if you have what it takes to step into such capable shoes. You? Of course I do! I'm the leader now! Me! If that is indeed the case, then I would ask that you make a choice worthy of a leader. Will you needlessly throw away your life? Or will you allow the investigation to continue? Is he really doing this to gain access to the president? Does he even need to? What is he plotting? You have no objections, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth. Come, let us continue the investigation. What do we do, sir? It would seem we have little choice but to do as we're told. That said, listen, detective, and listen well. I'll buy us some time as we investigate. Meanwhile, you gather the other officers. Have them surround the plane, and make absolutely certain that there is no way he can escape. Yes, sir! You got it!
To be continued. Ooh, did you hear that music? That's some good music. Okay, well, already this is taking some serious twists. The killer actually is a good guy? The killer is bad guy, but that doesn't mean he is bad guy. Quoting Zangief here. All right, I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. So we will finish Turnabout Trigger, or maybe finish? We'll definitely continue it next time. Next stream, however, is going to be tomorrow night. We are back with Paper Mario. And we're also going to be having some Elden Ring and, of course, more Gay Lawyer Sunday next week. So be sure and tune in. But that is going to do it for me for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys are looking forward to Prosecutor's Gambit. I am already in love with this. No Supersonic Saturday this Saturday. That is going to be next week. I've got something going on this Saturday. So Supersonic Saturdays will resume next week. So be looking forward to that as well. So for now, this is SGG signing off. Stay super, everybody, and I will see you guys on Monday. So long!